Hello guys, so today I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite book series growing up. Number 5 is The Sisters Grimm. The Sisters Grimm for me was a very interesting read just because it took well established characters and reimagined them. And for me at that age, the whole reimagining was just such a cool idea, and I really did enjoy the way the author presented this, and I just had a lot of fun with it. Next up, we have the Charlie Bone series, which at the time when I was reading it, people thought it was just a big Harry Potter ripoff. It wasn't. I mean, sure, a lot of the themes were similar, but the whole execution was different. And this is about a boy named Charlie Bone who has the ability to go into a photograph and sort of read the minds of people in the photographs, and I think have actual conversations with them. He is a descendant of the Red King. The Red King was a king from a long time ago who had these magical powers, and he passed down these powers to his children and his children to their children. And so Charlie Bone is a descendant of the Red King. When he finds out he has this ability, he's sent to Blur's Academy, which is a week boarding school, meaning that they stay at the boarding school and then on the weekends they get to go home. Everyone who goes to the academy is the descendant of the Red King. So each book has a mystery that plays out and which ultimately leads to the final book. And these characters were just so memorable. And at the time when I was reading these books, I actually enjoyed them more than Harry Potter. And it's such a shame that people would just dismiss them as just being a copy of Harry Potter. And it makes me think that if they were probably released today, it'd probably be more popular. Number 3, Alex Rider. Alex Rider is a book about spies and assassins and government organizations and everything that goes along with. And it tells the story of a young boy, of a teenage boy who gets recruited to become a spy. For me, I liked how action-packed these books were. I never felt there was a dull moment. And I liked how there was no romance in this book because I think at the time reading it, I was around 15 or even 14, and I remember other books were filled with romance, but this one wasn't. I mean, sure, later in the series he sort of gets a love interest, but it's not the focus of the story, and it doesn't take away from the focus of the story. And this book showed me that action, when it's well written, can be the focal point of a story. Number 2, Goosebumps. I actually watched the TV show first, and I found out there were books, and I started reading them, and they were great. I was around 4th grade when I started reading them, and even then I realized how silly they were. Everyone knows what Goosebumps is. It's a horror anthology series for kids written by R.L. Stine. I would love how things played out. I would be scared when I was trying to fall asleep. I would read them in the afternoon after I had finished my homework, and then when I would read a certain amount, I would hide it back in my backpack. What scared me the most though were the twists, which probably scared a lot of other kids too. For number 1, we have Animorphs. I only actually have 10 books in total. I have read more, of course. I read them when I was also around 4th grade. This was my to-go series just because there were so many books. I don't think my elementary library had them all, so I read them out of order and I would even reread them. It was a book series that got me super paranoid. I remember being outside at night and looking up at the stars and thinking, what if it's an alien ship coming down? Because it was a scary concept for a children's book. Having these alien slugs climbing into your ear, where they will basically wrap themselves around your brain and just take over your body, while you were fully conscious and couldn't do anything about it. And then we had these 5 kids and an alien trying to fight against them using animal morphing technology. They were written by Catherine Applegate and Michael Grant, who are married. Only Applegate appears on the cover. For whatever reason, when they were signing contracts, Michael Grant was away on business. I loved this series when I was younger, and now rereading a couple of these books, I still honestly do like it. There's a couple of bad written books in the series, but I like the themes of war and loss of innocence, and I still do like the characters. What I think these books were trying to say in the grand scheme of things was that war can catch you when you least expect it. Before I ramble on too much about Animorphs, I'm gonna cut this video and comment down below your favorite book series you read as a child or as a teenager. Thank you for watching.